Ready to get us started here, Riley Patterson.
And we are underway from Ford Field. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They go play action here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. Throw right side here, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
From 13 yards out.
And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Elliott Good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. Well, this defense for the Packers, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Once again, it's Swift.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
That's good. We're on the Lions. First and 10.
Off the play fake. Walton. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Gets this to Waller on the crossing route. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Lions are going to get the football back at their own 17. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
To throw on 2nd down,
Walton. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
and they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and now it's 3rd and 4.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
The slot man in motion right. From the gun on 3rd down, Walton. And this is going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to a self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
Marquise Bell in on that stop. The Lions had 5 and 11 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Operating from the gun. Walton. Open man is Taylor. He's got it.
And he is going to have a Lions first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Kind of an odd schedule this year. These two teams getting their 2 games in very late in the season. Their first meeting just a few weeks ago, back in Week 15. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Walton.
This is caught. It's Brown. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14. A good pick up there on 20 yards. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The middle they go. Bradshaw.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as he's able to get it. That time on 3rd and inches.
Now back to throw.
And the pass complete to Waller on the out route.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. Second and 1.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Lions, nothing.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
To throw on 2nd down,
Walton. And they were looking to set up the screen, but that's going to be incomplete. Almost wound up going the other way. Well covered defensively, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
On 3rd down,
Walton. He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
and they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy on the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage, completion-wise, way up. Not that time. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. To return is Taylor. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Throwing on 1st down. Walton. And that's caught inside the 30. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got Brown on the out route complete. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw. Walton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Patterson's kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a 14-3 advantage already, we'll see how much they want to try to push things, if at all. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
With all the coverage in position, off was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass. Just put a little too much height on it. Incomplete.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
This will be a return from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
To throw on 3rd down, Walton. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Walton throwing over, and it's Taylor on the out route that completes it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Walton. He'll get this off to Swift. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Lions passing game in sync now. They got another first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11.
Finding Hockenson here on the out route.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Walton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
At the 16-yard line.
Off play action.
Walton. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And down he'll go at the 25. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. Back to throw. Walton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now a give right side Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Walton. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. He finds Watson complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. On first down, Bradshaw, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. He finds his receiver, Watson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. They'll set up a throw. Finding his safe. And the ball is knocked out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Partner, that would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game. So hold on here, not done in the 4th. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? On 1st and 10, Walton, and that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw. He's here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Operating from the gun.
Walton out route, and it's complete to Brown.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The Lions on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw.
Walton. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers! What we just saw, we've seen a lot of broken tackles, and they're leading to a huge touchdown play.
Yeah, none of them more glaring than what we just saw there, but we've seen it throughout this game, whether it's in tight, running through the line, out in open field. They haven't been able to get these runners down very well. I have a feeling they'll be in pads a lot next week, working on their tackling.
This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, where their defense has really struggled.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Walton throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the 3rd phase, but you see here it can be the 1st phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got a man, complete. 20, 10, and it's a Packers touchdown. Darren Waller, he has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Packers are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries. On the handoff, this is Swift.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. So it's all over.
Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we hit it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole